Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just throwing some of this stuff. I'm not really thinking about it too much. I'm just throwing some antimony in there because I have realized, well, not realized, but I do want to finally set up a... Oh, I want to do this. Guess we could do B2B. I want to set up a soldering alloy fluid thing. Every time it runs out, I have to throw the stuff in a fluid extractor and then manually put it in there. So I think it is time to finally sort that. Now, I'll just throw it down here on the end. I don't really want to be building more HV machines at this point, but this one, I really just want to get it down and working and not really have to think about it. I think that will be fine. All right, so we'll put that, and we got plenty of things right there if I need to. I need to move all my magic stuff off of here too. Okay, so fluid extractor, we'll do export bus, crafting card, soldering alloy, and there, fluid output bus, P2P. I'm pretty quick at doing this kind of stuff. We're good. We have... Yeah, I need two. Why don't we'll switch that to dense. I really should come out to like there. This isn't set up in the best way, but as I said this so many times, this stuff is pretty temporary. I don't like having squares like that. I like having only one route for the channels to go. Just personal preference. It usually finds the shortest route. So that is totally just personal preference. All right, so there we go. And that is online. And then we will just throw this in here. Thankfully, there's only one channel in here, so... Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know the channel situation over there. Goes to here, goes into here. Ooh, we don't have many channels for that. We only have the one. Yeah, we only have one more channel over that way. It's slowly getting cleared out, though. All right, so I just need to do this. Now, a lot of these, like, for example, this soldering alloy, there's no, like, making it in a chemical reactor. It has to be done in, like, at least I'm pretty sure. There's no... yeah, you can only extract it from the ingots, or however, I guess it doesn't really matter. It has to be extracted from that. So you can either mix it if you want to do tin and that in a mixer, or you can just alloy smelt it, which is the way I'm doing it with a crafting card. So either way, that will keep that stocked. And eventually this will cap, and then that will cap, and everything will turn off. Because, here we go. We need lots and lots of soldering alloy coming up. Alright, so as we know, last episode we ended off crafting up our first assembler machine casing of many, and we were stuck on the quantum processors. There was something funny with the black steel dust. I don't know if something just got messed up from exiting the world and restarting it. but I had to restart that. I don't know, something got lost or something crafting up so much at once caused an issue somewhere. I really don't know if there was a clash of a recipe. I didn't see what happened. I thought maybe it made blue steel instead of black steel, but I don't know. I hadn't figured it out. But all right, so that is that. We'll just craft up this 6 quantum processor mainframes. This is not the easiest thing in the world to do. All right, so I do need to... I hate how these keep doing that. Been doing that for years. I do need to sort this out. Obviously, I mean, this works fine, but I need to put the sphalerite in it. So obviously sphalerite and the galena do that, and then you end up with the indium. The problem is I don't want all this sphalerite to go through a centrifuge, so it really just needs to be washed on its own. Which I guess... Unfortunately, the way I've set this up over here, I know that when I was setting it up originally that we didn't really have enough slots for everything. There's only 9. So I could put a blacklist on this one. This basically blacklists any of these from going into... Or, sorry, that's a whitelist. This is the blacklist. It basically blocks them from going in there. I could do that. And then send it into... I don't know. It's not the easiest with the GregTech filters, I don't think. Not... Since there's such a limit on how many... If I wanted to do 20 different things to go into the sifting machine, this isn't going to work, obviously. It works for now, but we're starting to run into an issue. I may do... I don't know. I could do a whole separate one. I don't know. Let me think about this, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've ended up just throwing a little filter here for purified sphalerite. Since the pipes choose the closest one, it always pick this one first, at least I think. So if I throw purified sphalerite in there, it should end up... Yeah, it ends up right in that pipe. And we'll send that just into the thing. I think that... I mean, that works for now. But like I said, this isn't going to work forever. But for the time being, what we are doing, I think that will work. I am going to turn this on. I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. I moved the priority on the export bus, so I just want to make sure it's not going in there. Let's turn that off. I don't know what that was doing, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not ending up in there. Not ending up over here. So it does appear. It's just going so fast you can't. Yeah, there it is. It's in the pipe. Cool. That was easy. Okay, so there's our sphalerite. That will just work up. We're not going to get, I mean, a ton of indium from this, but it's still a decent amount. Plus we get the zinc out of it, which we also need. Yeah, alright. So, is this going, does this go directly in here? I can't remember. Yes, but this isn't hooked up anymore. That's right. I ended up breaking it down because the channels weren't working correct. The way I have my channel set up, I didn't have... I think now that... Yeah, I think the only things that are going into my this main channel are actually P2P now, I think. Which is what I wanted. There's two over here that are not on a P2P thing. So I could technically save a channel by putting those on a P2P. But eventually this is all going to be taken off. I could do something like, instead of having that go down there, have it hook up to like here or something like that. Anyway, that is just channel stuff. So I just need to hook this up some way. I may just temporarily do a P2P. I just don't... Maybe I should... I've been talking about setting up an area for stuff like this that do items. Like, we have a chemistry area. I was thinking about setting up an area that, like, produces items. Why is that in there? Oh. It's pulling in because this isn't connected. That should be dumping this into a... It's not connected to the A system. That's what it's doing. There's a few different things that I want to hook that up to. Something like this, you know, that's producing silicon, which we don't super need at the moment, but all right, let me figure... I don't know if there's... And like this over here, this produces calcium, so that would go in like an item area that's just solely for producing items. Okay, I have done a couple things here. One, I have upgraded some of these drawers finally. Now that we have easier circuits, I decided it was finally time to break down and do that. So we have a bunch of 16K. I probably could have even gone up to 64K. I don't even remember if that's... I'm like, I can't even remember what recipe I'm using. Am I using one for that? Yeah, I am. It's for the patterns. That's right. But I don't remember what... No, I think that is going to be easier. Yeah, of course, because it's using the easier recipes for those. The nano one's not easier at the moment, but yeah. So that is that. And then I just went ahead and threw down the IO port and kind of just threw a bunch of the cells through to kind of like re-put the stuff in the different drives or whatever to spread them out a little bit. Now, obviously, we still have... Yep, that is still going. We're up to 2800 Svala right now, so we can see it's been quite a while since I last recorded. But I have gone ahead and built out a new area over here. I think we're gonna do... I don't know why I'm flying over there. I put a travel anchor. So this is... I called this my item area, and this is going to be for anything that produces an item as opposed to the fluid. So we have a few things in here. Like, for example, this is producing obsidian, so that's not a fluid. We'll move this over there. I'll move my indium, and I need to... We'll probably... I'm just thinking is... like, do I want to do... Would it be better to do... I guess, why wouldn't we use large chemical reactors? I'm totally looking at the wrong one. Galena, let's look at the... You know what, this is a bit... I need to... Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So let me throw that up here so I can get to it easier. Yeah, do I want to... We might as well. I mean, is there any reason not to? I, I've gone ahead and just spammed large chemical reactors. Should we just... Let's just keep going with that, I guess. So I guess 2 chemical reactors, and then... I don't think I'm going to do... Not large. I don't think I'm going to do... Man, I love when everything lights up. If people say, why don't you passive craft more? I love when I click a button and just the whole base starts lighting up. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things in modded. I don't think there's any reason to do the electrolyzer as a... I don't know. I'll think about that. But we're going to set that up there. So let me start getting some of this stuff moved over. We don't need to watch me rebuild all this stuff. I may even move the circuits over. I mean, this is producing circuits. Eventually, when we start getting a circuit assembly lines, that'll be in its own area. But that's an item. And I can move over this stuff over here. Our calcium production and all sorts. So there's quite a few things I can move now that we have done that. Also, I should move my... I really should move this to the blast area. Although, I kind of want those to all match. Okay, we are back, and one minor observation I have noticed is sometimes, and it's usually like large crafts, but I've noticed when recipes have 2 items, my setup sometimes doesn't work that well, because when it puts all the things in the chest, it starts pulling out the 1. So I've had it didn't do it right there, but it almost filled the thing up with alumina, so it wouldn't have actually run because it didn't have the carbon in there. So I've noticed that has been a bit of an issue that we're going to have to probably solve at one point. And another thing is sometimes, and it happened with tungsten once, and I don't remember the exact thing because I realized it after it had happened. I think it's the ingot. It might have been, yeah, because I do this recipe to get the tungsten ingots. I didn't even realize that gave gas, actually. I didn't even notice that. But the problem is this also has a recipe to turn it into the tungsten. So if it puts all this, the tungsten trioxide dust in before it gets the carbon in there, it turns it into tungsten dust instead of smelting it. So yeah, I've noticed that there's a little bit of an issue with not having it put directly into the thing. But I will work that out in a second. Whoops. I'm just finishing up my Sphaler, or the indium setup. So we got our sulfuric acid, our galena, which I'm going to have to go get more galena here pretty soon. And then our purified sphalerites, which now we're up to 3,300. So still coming in. We got that right there. And I have enabled safe mode. Because I did have issues with that before, actually, and it would have helped if I had safe mode on. We'll do the same with that, safe mode. So yeah, we'll produce that. It'll go into this input hatch. I did do HV hatches, so they hold a bit more, but the input hatches are only the 16. So we got the indium concentrate in the thing. Output hatch there. Actually, I changed my mind. We're gonna do this and move output bus, which I had going into that, and I realized I could double it up after I put down I just realized I could double it up and have it input into here, which is what we're using for the last bit of it. All right, so that should output directly into there. May face it down just so I can make sure it is actually working. And I think I need a circuit. Yeah, circuit of 1. Oh, the other thing I noticed when I was clicking around, I've used all my... you can lock the recipe, and I didn't realize you could do that. If you right-click, you can lock it to one recipe. So if you're feeding it, like, if it can... We had an issue somewhere. I don't remember. Was it over here? It might have been over there or something. No, I think it was... It doesn't matter. But I had one where it was doing the wrong recipe because I was sharing input hatches, and that would have changed that. But I don't need it in this one because there's only one recipe. Is only do one recipe on that one, and that is because I put the input this over here, so it's not on that one. All right, I may actually... No, I'll throw it in there, and then... Yeah, there we go. It is running. We should be getting... Yep, there's our piles of indium. There we go. That's working. That is going into here. I'm gonna output that on back, and then I'll just pump this into a trash can. We don't need to save this water. I don't know if that'll be fast enough. I have them. Let's see if it's fast enough. Ah. Is it? Is it actually going? Yeah, it's going down. The recipe's slow enough that it's going down. I probably need to... Well, not probably. I know for sure I need to upgrade this to a... Well, at the time being, I don't have an unlimited supply of galena and sphalerite, so this will just slowly work through this, so it's fine. But yeah, this really should be a multi-block. And, but yeah, that works. It's easy enough. Basically just upgraded the thing we had over there to the 2, so I'm happy with that. It's always fun getting these processes done and fully automated with the multi-blocks. I'm sure we're probably getting tired of seeing large chemical reactors now, but that is the mod pack. Unfortunately, I can't do much about it with all these processes, with all the chemical reactors. Yeah, all right, so that works perfectly. I'm going to continue to move stuff over here. Maybe this. This doesn't need to be... I think we're good on those singularities for a while. So I'm actually going to break this matter or whatever. And, actually, I forgot. We're not even really using... We're not using the cobble on that anymore. We're actually doing it down here. Alright, just kidding. We'll just keep it going. I forgot I was using the water. Although, I'm probably going to move this. I don't know. I'm going to move this over there, get this out of here, and look how much we've really cleaned up the base. Yeah, it just happened again with the alumina. I don't know, since I wasn't watching it, I don't know what it actually did. Maybe it smelted something else to go with it. I really don't know. I wasn't watching. I should have been watching. But I'm gonna try putting the fastest conveyor on there. maybe that will help, but we'll definitely have to work something out with that. All right, I have moved over a couple more things here, but I realized I am running out of, well, I knew I was running out of platinum, and I've basically run out completely at this point. So I'm gonna have to go get some more. I broke down the miner, even though it was still running. I was still getting spell right out of it. But I broke that down so I can go through it on a platinum vein. Now I've actually added a couple more drawers because we just have so much of this stuff. I figured why not? Let's just have it out of the A system. I think I'm gonna move a lot of these over to the item area, the item platform, I guess it is now. So I think I want to finally do this. I didn't like having this right here, but it just kind of ended up here with the farm. But this isn't where I wanted all these drawers. So I think I'm going to move that. But that is going to take... Wow, it's actually not too bad with the tape. The packing tape. But, yeah. So, gone ahead. We got the rock breaker for our obsidian. I have crafted up a second. We had a poly one. I crafted up a second one for the poly benzo, whatever. I ended up just doing ingots. I probably should have done plates, but ingots into plates is a very, very quick recipe. It's not the end of the world. And if I need rings or anything like that, it's easier if you have the ingots. I have one more, and this is where I ran out of room. I don't have any more platinum to make a fluid solidifier. I realized that. I was like, oh shoot, I'm completely out of platinum. That's not good. So one more fluid solidifier. We're going to do the same setup, P2P storage bus. And I will probably, as we progress, do this into a drawer. And then a storage bus for the bigger crafts. Because we're going to start needing more than 64 ingots at a time. Also, I did ingots for... It makes it easier for the extruder parts. So the pipes that we need for the chemical reactors, that's another reason I did ingots, because they go through the extruder easier. But I'm going to do one for epoxy. Not that one. But the other epoxy is used for circuit boards, so I need one with plates. And then I just moved my calcium one over there. I have it turned off at 10,000 calcium. I could keep it going, but I feel like we're pushing our power a bit too much, so there's no point in having more machines running. But all right, I'm gonna meet you up on Ganymede. I think we're gonna do. So I can go throw this on a platinum vein. I hope I can actually find one. Who knows? But let me grab a prospector and we will head up there. I'm looking for a platinum vein. Or technically a palladium vein on Ganymede. And also while we're up there, a galena vein. For some more galena. Because that also spawns on Ganymede at this tier. So I'll meet you up there. Right, we are on Ganymede. We got Jupiter right up there. A little dot. Is that another moon or something? Or is that just like a weird glitch? I don't know. But yeah, we're on Ganymede. Don't need any of the surface block, but thankfully we landed during the day. But if we didn't, I have my cryogenic chamber to sleep. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see. There's galena. Galena. Tungstate's good as well. Notice there was a mob there. I wish this thing was bigger, but what are you gonna do? I guess we'll do You know, I totally forgot to check my oxygen. Thank goodness I have a full tank. See, I did it right there, so it goes 2 up. Yeah, we should be good, I think, if we do. Where is the chunk? I don't know, we'll try it. Bauxite, ruby, aluminum, perlite. Nope. Alright, let me keep going and see if we can find a platinum vein, because that is where we are here. Let's say this is an ore vein. Oh, it says it's the center of the chunk. I was like, why did it show up red? Usually it shows up green when it says this is an ore chunk. I'm trying to be organized with this, and I am flying all over the place. There, this is the ore chunk. That's where it's usually green. That's why it's like I never noticed it said this is the center before. All right, we don't have a huge variety. Let me keep doing this. It's probably going to take me a little while, and we'll come back. All right, there we go. Just found it. Palladium. All right, is that near a galena vein? Hopefully it is, because then we'll get both. That wasn't too bad. I went down and then back up, and I was going down. I was doing kind of like a spiral. All right, so I'm going to do one more search right here. So this is what we're... Iron, ilmenites, which we do get chromite from. Uranium. I actually don't mind getting uranium. Alright, unfortunately not next to a galena vein. I was kind of hoping we'd be next to one to get both. But that is not the most important. Platinum is kind of our bottleneck right now. So I need to get this up and running. Now, until I get the platinum, I can't really do anything. So I need to get this up. So I think what we're gonna do is, now that we're getting back into platinum, or at least this part of it, I think we should start finishing up. We should finish up the entire platinum line, I think. I think that should be our next... Oh. Our next project is finishing up the platinum line. No! Dang it. Oh well. I totally forgot. I filled up the drilling fluid. Doesn't matter. It's easy to get. I really do like the music in space, though. And once you do this 50 times, you really know how to build the mining rig. Except I keep putting it in the wrong spot. Oh my goodness. Just ignore me. I don't know how to build this. There we go. Alright, so there is the mining rig, and then we'll get that set up. I borrowed the energy absorber. I couldn't think of the name. Because this just runs so much that we would just be draining. Wow, it is really hard to talk and do things at the same time. All right. There we go. We got it. Holy cow. That was taking me forever because I was talking and I was getting myself up. All right. And then there is my chunk loader. I didn't even check to see what chunk lines are. Although I think I could be wrong, but this may chunk load now. It didn't way back in the day, so you needed the chunk loaders. But it may actually chunk load itself now. I actually don't know. But, all right. So we got that. We'll come back next episode. We will finish the platinum line, and we'll continue. You get to see that. We'll continue crafting up the assembly line pieces. It's going to take me a while to get it done, but it doesn't feel as... I'm always happy to see titanium. So I don't have to set up that horrible... that thing. Although we're getting magnesium and stuff, which we don't need, olivine. So probably going to avoid some of this stuff. I have no idea where that's coming from. Where is that coming from? Where the heck is it getting magnesium from? Maybe that was a small dust or something. But we're going to get more redstone. Alright, but anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.